are going live on 3. This is Area 51 taking on Kelevra Gaming. And for Area 51, we've got Disciple, Hades, Steno, Nitro, and Rush. Taking on the terrorist side of Kelevra Gaming, that's going to be Shazam, Flash Step, Floki, Planks, and Streber, or Roberts. However you want to say that in Flowsick is Floki. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, live on DE Inferno in the pistol round as we see the CTs opt to go for mostly body armor across the board for them. And actually, nades, it's actually kind of backwards this time. You don't see a whole lot of armor for the terrorist side, and you see a whole lot of armor for the CT side as Hades going to get gooshed in the mouth early this time, down to 16 points of health, and that's a good start for Shazam and company, as they're going to be looking to take this pistol round and carry the momentum on their harder, more difficult terrorist side of this map. And we are going to see them just casually strolling around right now, just working their way, it looks like, towards the apartments for maybe a potential A take here, or possibly some harassment towards the A bomb site, try to provoke that rotate off of the B bomb site, because they do have a 2-3 setup for the CT side. One guy playing library, one in sight, one on balcony, and then two guys playing one spools. Oh, nice shot from Disciple's going to drop Streber up there in the apartment hallways. Peeking across now is going to be Shazam, but Disciple not there. He is going to peek it again. Shazam's going to get the better of him on that one. So a 1-for-1 trade to open up this pistol round. Some good all-encompassing smokes. Going to be able to get that bomb plant from the back of Flash Step there, as he is going to be able to go in. Kind of a little bit of a Titan setup there with all of the smokes coming in to block off that bomb site, get the bomb plant without losing any members of your team. So a nice strategy for the terrorist side of Kelevra Gaming, able to get in there, get that bomb plant without losing anybody. So we will be seeing the defuse work its way in here, as they don't have any kit, so it's a 10-second defuse. And now we've got Flash Step dropping 2. Steno's going to get in the action as well. We've still got Nitro over there jumping around, bunny hopping all over the place, but that bomb is going to blow up. Shazam with 1 HP, he's going to get taken down, but it doesn't matter. Kelevra Gaming going to take this one in the pistol round, 1-0 now.
This seems to be more and more common of a strat, is that people decide to smoke out a bomb site with a bunch of smokes and then just flash it and have their teammate run in and defuse the bomb. Arya, do you think that's like because the kits are so expensive they could just stall it out, or do you think that these smokes are a really good idea? What's the idea behind this whole smoke it out plan and just stall?
The smokes are just very strong, so you could just take that into consideration almost every time with any strat, almost any position. So I know both teams use that to their advantage if they can, and it's just whoever's on top of their game when they do execute it, whoever catches on faster.
So is the idea just to smoke out the whole site and then just plan, or?
Just smoke off the key points where you would normally get shot from. Like, smoke off mini side by throwing that smoke right on default bomb and planting like right next to it on that left side where the pillar is. So it's just, you can't be seen pretty much from anywhere, especially if they have pit control.
How do you counter that as a CT?
As a CT, you just throw nades there towards their direction and then take over mid. You want to come from the mid angle and then have 1 or 2 people just sitting moto, which is what Area 51 didn't do. They had almost all of them come through mini pit, and then Planks probably realized that's what they were doing and just went really ballsy and decided to flank them and caused even more of a delay.
Alrighty, and we are going to see Area 51 get dropped over here in the B bomb site. Actually, 3 members down. They did go for the head armor and pistol buy, and Disciple does have a kit, so it is a 3 versus 2 post plant. They are going to be able to save and hold on to those guns and not let the CTs pick those up, as they are dropped right in the entrance of Banana to that B bomb site. So a nice play from Area 51, able to drop 2 guns out of the hands of the terrorists. Unfortunately, both of those weapons were Galil's, so they're not going to be hurting for money too bad this next round, as the 2 members that were dropped still have $750+ they will be able to buy, since they got that bomb plant, and the bomb will blow up here. And now the terrorists are going to be on the hunt, but not too aggressively, as they do want to hold on to these guns and not cost themselves anything else at the end of this round. So nice play across the board for Kelevra Gaming, able to get in there and subsequently pick up that anti-eco round.
Alright, Mega Man. P250, 5.7, CZ. Which one are you picking up? If you had to
5.7.
pick out of the 3. 5.7?
5.7 all day.
Oh, CZ.
Like the old CZ on CT side and T side, or just CT?
Oh, both sides.
Both sides, alright.
That gun is just ridiculous. I used to be a hater of it at first too. Refused to use it for the longest time.
That's what stage I'm in right now.
It got to the point.
I despise that weapon. I despise getting killed by it because I'm not good enough to use it.
That's how I felt at first, and then I got killed by it so many times, I was like, whatever, it's time to pull it out. Started working out.
Alrighty, as we see Shazam and Flash Step combined to take down Steno in middle, that's going to eliminate that 5-7 out of his hands. And Disciple going to get a little aggressive here in the apartments. He's got backup from his teammate. I believe that's Nitro up there in bedroom. So a good start to it. Nitro has actually picked up a P90 here, and I'm not really sure why. But he still has $2,500. He's got 2 frags. So he is, oh, nice shot from Flowsick on a rush. Going to drop him. Peeking around the corner there is Disciple. He's going to be able to take down Flash Step. And still up here in bedroom is Nitro. And he's going to be able to pick off Strebber. So now we're on a 3 versus 3. And this semi-eco round from Area 51 is starting to look pretty good. The flank from Banana peppering them with that silent USP fire. They can't figure out where they're getting shot from. They are going to pull back and work their way towards B as he was pushed out aggressively. That was Hades we were talking about. He is going to hightail it back in there. He does have support coming from his teammates. I believe that's Nitro that's going to be over there with that P90 in hand. And Plank's right on the other side of the wall. Peeking out is going to be Nitro, and he is going to be able to take him down. So now it's a 2 versus 2. Make that a 1 versus 2. Disciple, the last man standing. Now it's a 1 versus 1 as Floki going to be able to get the bomb plant. Galil in hand. He's going to spot him and finally take him down. So a scary round there for the terrorists and a very costly one at that as well.
They almost won that eco round. What did the terrorists do wrong as far as did they go into apartments? Is going into apartments a bad idea when the team's ecoing?
Yeah, on an eco round for sure, you don't want to get anywhere near apartments. There's always the chance they have shotguns, and right there, that's a no-no. And a lot of people do buy up shotguns in eco rounds. But Hades did a good job.
Swag 7.
He flanked them. He didn't do too much damage, but he was able to draw them into his sight, and he was able to listen to them come up. So they were able to early rotate too, which was huge. If he did a little more damage, it could have gone, or even got a kill, it could have gone totally their way. But regardless, he did his job.
Well, this is going to be the first gun round now. Area 51, M4A1s across the board. No ops to be spoken of just yet. As I don't really know if they have an opper on their side right now with the 5 that they have, but we do see Shazam at the point in Banana working his way up. He's going to meet Rush here in just a second. Rush is going to get the better of that one. So the early pick in favor of Area 51, and it is a 4 versus 5. Now Hades down to 16 points of health. And I'm not really sure where he was that he got damaged like that. I think maybe Shazam legged him coming in towards that B bomb site, but Rush was able to get the better of him in the long run. So it does look like we're gearing up for an A bomb site take as Flash Step is already up in slots there at the top of middle. We're going to see some flashbangs and some smoke grenades come out as it does look like they're going to be smoking this out just to run up and get that bomb plant once again. But Loki going to get spotted going into the smoke from balcony. And nice communication for his team right there as Disciple's able to drop the bomb carrier. He still has support in pit from Nitro. Peeking around the corner now. Planks. Oh, he fired one too many bullets. And that's going to take down his teammate. And he's eventually going to get taken down by Rush. So a costly TK there as Area 51 probably going to be on the save this round.
Area 51 played a really, really passive setup. They pretty much gave them mid without any resistance at all. What's the benefit of being a CT and playing almost like a turtle, turtling up and playing library? Why would they give them mid completely without any resistance at all in the beginning?
It seemed like they didn't want to risk their rotator too much from B. They just wanted him to commit himself to a site, and if he was going to rotate, just stay at the farthest by arch. So by not peeking mid early or doing anything, they're not risking any early deaths.
And some nice play there coming up through middle. Able to shut down that eco, pushes Nitro, picks up 4 big frags, spraying through that smoke. Drops him down. He's 9-1 on the scoreboard, doing a sensational job for his team right now as they're trying to get themselves back even. Area 51 2, Kelevra Gaming 3.
Terrorists are going to have to save again. That's 2 ecos in a row. Looks like they're probably just going to try to save up some money and get Shazam that green gun and hopefully get some picks with the op.
And I don't know how well that's going to work at running an op T-side Inferno. I'm not really a fan of it myself. Unless you have someone like Mo or Skadoodle.
So you're thinking Shazam's just not a strong enough opper on T-side of this map?
I just know him more of a passive, just hold his angles and hit the shots he needs to hit. Not so much as a just hold W, run around, quick scope everyone that comes into his scope. But I mean, he's not bad at it by any means. I know he's stronger at just holding angles.
CTs are banking up quite a lot of money here. Even if they lose, maybe the next 2 rounds they'll still be able to buy up. Steno, what did you buy, kind sir? Well, the rest of them have quite a lot of money. So terrorists, they're on a losing streak, so they're going to get more and more money the more rounds that they lose in a row. They should be able to buy next round as well, but hopefully they can make something of this. And Shazam actually is not opping.
So that's a smart decision for them. Some nades going to rain down middle, drops Shazam down to 42 points of health, Flash Step down to 79 as well. They're going to be going for that roof boost over top of Porch. So 1.6-esque setup here for the Area 51 guys. So they're pulling one out of the old-time strat book, and it's going to... we'll see if it pays off here. It does look like we're going for a little bit of harassment at the B-bomb site. Shazam, I know that this is one of his favorite things to do on this map. Let's work his way up B, try to do a little bit of harassing, pull a rotator off of the A-bomb site, and then go from there. But he is going to get smoked out. 58 seconds left on the clock right now, and Rush playing a little bit aggressive around that corner as well. So we could see a little bit of an M4 AK battle, but the push is coming towards the A-bomb site, and Planks with a nice frag on a Disciple. Nitro sitting underneath of the Porch is going to be able to pick him off and trade that frag out. So a nice 1-for-1 right there in the A-bomb site, but the bomb is going to be working its way towards B. They got to be careful because Rush is right around the corner. They have refreshed that smoke, and it's going to hold Rush, or it's going to hold the terrorist side of Kelevra Gaming back for just a little bit longer here. As we see Hades playing over there. Oh, nice Molotov actually. Going to do a little bit of damage onto Shazam, but it's not a big deal. They're going to be waiting for that Molotov to fade for a second, and now they're going to be pushing in. And the first point of contention is Hades. He's going to get dropped, and now playing by the new box is going to be Rush. He's going to be taking a lot of spam. Finally, he's able to take down Flash Step, but Shazam's going to answer back onto him. Now we're on a 2 versus 3 situation post-plant, and we will be seeing if Area 51 decides to retake this, and it looks like they're going for it, as both members coming from the flower bed in the back, from Garden, and Shazam and Floki going to be able to take them down. So 4-3 scoreline now. I believe it's 4-3. Yes, it is. I had to refresh on my screen, but 4-3 now in favor of Kelevra Gaming. Finally able to pick up a gun round.
I just want to point out 2 things. One, Planks threw a Molotov through, if you look at apartments, you know, like the little broken wall with the, you shoot through it, the little boards or whatever. He actually threw a Molotov in there so any CTs that was hiding in the bedroom would get flamed. I've never seen that before, and I just think that's really cool. But the other thing is, Arya, do you think the CTs wasted their nades too early, and then they didn't have any nades to hold the site afterwards, or...?
Yeah, I mean, they took a risk. They wanted to see if they can get any kills or draw people early on into their crosshair. But, like I said earlier on, these guys are composed enough to just hold back and wait for all that to happen, and they ended up taking the site pretty easily. And once they did, they didn't even overpeak, so they just held their angles and sat back.
Alrighty, and as we see it unraveling in front of us, Shazam and Strebber have both been dropped in the A area apartments, I believe. One in apartments, one in Banana. So it is going to make it a 3 versus 5, and not a whole lot of damage replied onto Area 51. As you see, Disciple and Hades, the only ones taking any kind of damage, any notable kind of damage, rushed down to 73 as well, but he has picked up a frag in this round. So smoking off Banana now, and they are going to be working that bomb up towards the B bomb site. They still have the 9-man, that's Planks holding up there in middle, but he's slowly working his way back. And Rush playing right on the other side of that smoke, and that's a good spot for him, as he is going to have a little bit of contest coming around the corner. And he's going to throw some flashes and harass a little bit himself. Now pushing through is going to be Flash Step. He's going to get caught by Rush, and now it is a 2 versus 5, and Rush right on the other side of that smoke. He's going to be able to pick both of these guys off easily as they try to push into that B bomb site.
Yeah, it seems like the terrorists are just getting picked off too early. I think Shazam's died almost every time in the beginning of the round. And I think that the T's need to play a little bit smarter, not get picked off in the very beginning. Area 51 seems to be playing extremely passive after they go up maybe, you know, 3v5 or 4v5. Arya, as a terrorist, what do you have to do to string together some rounds here?
Just gotta make sure you get on the same page as CTs, figure out what they're doing. If they're playing aggressive or passive, are they stacking sites or over-rotating? It's hard to tell, or for Kelevra Gaming to figure out what they're doing, because they're not really running too many fakes as of yet. It's been a few gun rounds, and they haven't tried a fake yet. but we'll see what happens in the next couple rounds. They just need to figure out what the CTs are doing and not just push through smokes and try to force strats.
Relatively uneventful economy round coming out from KG as they are able to drop one gun on the back of Steno, holding that right side of middle. Depending on what side you're looking at. Terrorist side, he's on the left side, so...
It seems like they keep trying to take mid when they're on eco. It's not really working out for them.
Not really.
Not really. I wonder if Shazam will actually try to pick up an op here. Let's see.
We'll see.
Yeah,
And he does. So we could have a
there it
Hades
is.
versus Shazam op battle as we see Hades working his way through library at the beginning of this round. And we'll see where he decides to go. Let's go ahead and stay in his eyes for just a second. It looks like he's going to be playing a little bit aggressive up there in the apartments, and he is. He's going to be pushing all the way down and holding on the stairwell. So let's see where Shazam decides to go with his AWP. We actually have some action around the corner. That's going to be Planks working his way up towards the stairs himself. And that could bode ill for him and the rest of his team. But they are going to leave Shazam at the point to try to work this pick up in the top of mid. And they are just going to slow play at Area 51, playing very passive this round, which is clearly the smart play here. Don't let Shazam just walk in and get the frag. So we will be seeing KG just kind of work their way up middle nonchalantly. No smokes or nades, just, you know, ninjaing their way up middle. And Steno, it's going to be all on him right here as we see him sitting back in library. And right on the other side is Shazam. So an old Mexican standoff here. And Shazam going to peek out here in just a second. And we're going to see... Oh, Shazam misses the shot, but he's got backup from two of his teammates. Now Steno's calling in the troops. It's a good flash. It's going to come in and a smoke nade, but Steno able to spam through there and pick off Loki right after Hades gets dropped, and Disciple going to drop one as well. And the rotation is on, so... Planks drops one. Shazam still looking for that op frag, not going to find it. That's going to leave it all on Planks, but Nitro is going to come in huge and drop him as well. So a nice round from Area 51, now up 6-4.
It seems like they're trying to rely on Shazam, or that last round they're trying to rely on Shazam getting a pick, but Area 51 played too passive and then played too smart for him to even have a pick. So they ended up taking Arch side, and then Steno shot one through smoke, and that's it. I mean, if they're not letting them get picks at all, I don't think that they're going to pick up too many more rounds here.
So that was my biggest problem with running an op T side. Shazam missed like 3 or 4 shots there, and if he had an AK instead, as soon as they spotted that guy in library, they could have just exploded by smoking off library and just rushing, but Shazam had to fall back just because he had the op. He couldn't lead anything, which is why I hate running ops on T side. Just slows everything down.
It appears that they heard you, Hino, because now it looks like they're going to be taking their eco around towards the B-bomb site. We see Steno dropping flash step in middle, and that's going to provoke that push towards the B-bomb site now. Rush spamming through, going to be able to drop Planks. Hades with the AWP, not able to find anything. Rush going to drop 2. Oh, almost gets the knife too, but unfortunately swept up by Nitro. And again, an uneventful eco round.
I'd honestly like to see KG go back to almost their pistol strat. I mean, they're getting middle. They're taking control of mid completely. I just think that they need to utilize that a little bit more. I would like to see them do the smoke strat or make some sort of effort to take truck side. Maybe even an arch hit. They know Steno's playing apartments almost every time. I mean, library almost every time. I just wish they would do a little bit more with that.
Alrighty, and once again we see the big green in the hands of Shazam. And we'll see whether or not they can get anything going in their favor here. As it looks like Strebber dropped in that off. Wasn't able to afford one himself, so he's going to be working his way up towards middle again. And again, Area 51 playing very, very passive on this mid, just giving up mid control on this map. And they've actually already rotated Hades over towards the A bomb site as well, so they have a bit of a 4-man stack there. And let's go ahead and get in the eyes of Hades. He is going to be watching for that middle push. Unfortunately, he is smoked out. And looks like he's going to fall back into arches real fast, which is perfectly fine. He is in a safe spot. And we are going to see this push coming in just a second from KG. They smoke off that left side of middle once again. They've got 2 members of the CT forces to contend within this A bomb site. One in pit, one in sight. Smokes and flashes and mollies coming out. And now comes the push. Is Nitro in that bomb site. He's going to be able to take down flash step. Drops Strebber. Looking for some more. spamming through. He's going to be able to take down Floki. The Planks and Floki going to be able to drop a couple as well. Hades going to be able to take one down and cut it over the box. It's going to be Nitro and drops another one. So Nitro is actually 19-3 right now, and he is just lighting them up on Inferno.
There's your app again there, Arya. Just sitting back doing nothing. But
Yeah.
if you're calling strats right now, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, what I thought would have worked didn't work out at all for them. So what do you tell your team right now, and how do you get them pumped up and try to take these last 3 rounds?
They just, since they're playing so passive, and like you saw what Hades did, they're getting confident. They just left B. Oh, Banana's getting some action. But they just left B because Rush had control, and so they're very confident with what they're doing right now. And if I was a T, calling for the Ts at least, I would say just take over mid, and if Shazam does have his op, I would just leave him there, which would throw the CTs off quite a bit. Since they're playing so passive, they hear an opper, they're probably going to think someone else is with them, supporting him, and I would just totally do a full B execute. Just try to play a mind game a little bit.
All right, now Shazam in a 1 versus 1 now. He's got 3 HP, but he's got the one-shot killing machine right now, and we're going to see if he can put it to use. There's a nice smoke coming in for Spools. That's going to screen him off completely over there. And pushing through is going to be Disciple. And he misses the op shot again, so he gets 3 frags in the round. Unfortunately, not able to pick up the last one, and Bomb's going to get defused. So 9-4 now. Area 51 taking control of this match. They've strung together the last 6 rounds in a row.
Do you think that was smart of him to play so aggressive with such low HP? I mean, I understand if you have that low of HP and you're playing against a rifle, you should get aggressive. But with the amount of time that he had left, I don't think that was a smart decision.
Yeah, I was just thinking that he definitely, specifically since he had an op, he should have been hiding, waiting for the tap at least, maybe a quick jiggle peek, see what's happening, and then follow through with the op shot. But I mean, I guess he had a little more faith in the smoke.
Alrighty, as we see KG once again going for this B bomb site. Some nice counter flashes and smokes coming out from Area 51. They are going to be working their way in towards the bomb site now as Rush going to get first blood onto Shazam. Looking for some now as Hades hiding by the fountain. Steno's going to be over there already as well. And they're just going to completely destroy them on that push into that B bomb site. So nice play from Area 51, and they're looking to go up 11-4, and that's a huge first half.
Rush has that side on lock. Absolutely on lock. Like 18 kills over there, and it's probably really frustrating as a terrorist team to try to pull something together here. I mean, nothing that they're doing is working at all, and it's going to be hard to get them into the second half and try to get some momentum, but everything seems to be going in Area 51's way right now.
See Hades picking up the op once again for his team. We're going to see if he can put it to use here. Steno getting aggressive in middle. Shazam's going to drop him. He was ready for it as the push towards A is real, and here they come. They're looking for one apartments. They're going to get it. Disciple gets dropped in this round, looking good for KG as they're going to be working their way up towards that A bomb site now. Going to look for that plan. Hades still over there with the AWP. Going to whip a shot. Nitro's going to get caught here, but Hades going to be able to drop the bomb carrier. Flash step, getting a little aggressive with the bomb, and that doesn't bode well for KG as he does get dropped. And now the bomb plan is a little bit late as they are looking for Nitro and Hades here to end out the round and make it a 10-5 half. Area 51 looking to finish this one off strong. And right now, Hades your last man standing. He's going to be in the cubby over there by Moto, and he does get taken down. So 10-5 is going to be the final score of the first half. Kelevra Gaming behind by 5 rounds.
It seems like the one round that Area 51 got aggressive, they got punished extremely hard and they lost a round. Also, Hades had like 6 or 7 opportunities. Okay, maybe not that much. But he had probably about 3 or 4 opportunities to shoot somebody, but he seemed like he was just too nervous and jittery and he didn't hit or stay positioned to take it. But I want to talk about piss around a little bit.
At all.
I wonder why, well, I mean, I don't know, you just had to have it, just figured. But as far as piss around goes, do you like the idea of grouping maybe like 4 CTs together because Glock rushes are so powerful, or how do you feel that the best situation on CT side Inferno? What do you set up as a CT team?
Either a basic 3-2 or a stick 4A and then have our best pistoler just play B. Just hope for the best. It comes out to a full-on rush. Hopefully he picks up 1 or 2 frags at B. But yeah, I agree with the grouping up is very helpful against a Glock rush. And it looks like they're gonna do just that on T side.
Alright, well, a little bit of an exchange of damage in the beginning of this round. Disciple already down at 27 points of health. And look at this double stack in apartments. Plank's going to get the worst for the wear on that one, as Nitro is going to be able to take him down. And now the push towards A is happening as they're coming through those apartment hallways. 3 men push. They jump out and go down the truck side. And no reply from Flash Step in the pit just yet. He is going to get dropped here in just a second as Nitro, Steno, and Hades combine to drop 3 of them. Floki's going to be able to burn 1 alive, and that's going to leave it all on Strebber here as a 1 versus 4 situation. Make that a 1 versus 3 as he has dropped 1. That is Rush, but he's still got to go through Nitro, Steno, and Disciple if he wants a chance at clutching this round. He does have a kit, but he only has 28 points of health, and Nitro has picked up that beautiful Cami 5-7, but it doesn't matter because Disciple is going to be able to take him down.
It didn't seem like it was the best idea for playing so aggressive on that apartments. I mean, he got destroyed. And it also, Shazam was in sight, he missed a lot of shots too. Arya, as a CT team, do you just save up fully and try to buy Pharmacists next round and pull together some rounds, or do you full save and just do the typical buy on the 4th round?
I mean, it just depends how our opera's feeling, because if our opera's feeling pretty confident, I would just save up all 3 rounds and just go on from there with a full buy. But I'm a fan of the aggressive 2nd round buy, or 3rd round buy, so I would normally just save up for FAMASas. But I don't think they're doing that since they bought up pistols.
Do you think the amount of rounds matters? Since they're down 6 rounds, do you think that'll play any part in when they'll buy?
Yeah, like if I was down, I don't know, 11-5 isn't too bad right now. They could pull off an eco round, which happens quite a bit lately. I've been noticing. I mean, since Go's come out, I mean, eco rounds are just as dangerous as gun rounds. So you never know, but I think they're gonna just do a full save so they can get a full buy-in.
Absolutely. As we see the terrorist side of Area 51 working their way up towards the A bomb site, and Flash Step and Steno just trading tap for tap right now, but obviously Steno with the 5-7 going to be getting the better of that one as Shazam's going to drop Nitro, and Floki drops Rush. Flash Step gets one as well, and this is a good eco round for KG. There's another one in the pit. That's going to be Floki. Oh, he drops his pistol. He can't find another one. He finally does, and he's still in the pit. I don't think they realize that he's still down there. They finally do. And looking for a frag here is Floki. He's going to get one. And there's the eco round. So KG keeping the dream alive. Floki staying alive long enough in the pit for his teammate to rotate around and pick up that AK and assist him in those last 2 frags. So a nice round from KG.
There's your deadly CZ and also your deadly eco round, like you call it, yeah.
Eco rounds are not something you mess around with. You play that round as hard as you can.
Definitely, and they are going to buy up full guns here. Disciples got 1 AK. It looks like they're going to try to make a pick with the AK and try to trade it off here and there. I'm not really sure.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. So we see Steno spamming through the smoke. Actually does good damage onto Shazam up there in the top of middle. He is the worst for the wear, though, down to 40 points of health. And they are going to be slow playing this round as the aggressive push down B.
I did laugh at that joke, by the way.
Yeah, nice. And
I did laugh. I just didn't hold up my mic.
The aggressive push down B, they've actually pulled up right around the corner there. And Strebber's going to get dropped, and Steno's going to take out Hades. And looking for 1 at least is Floki. He is going to get it, but it's a 2-for-2 trade, and they have picked up a gun, so the push towards B is real. And here comes the terrorists of Area 51, completely blinded. Nice counter flash from that guy over there, the brown kid, and he is going to be able to pick up 1. So Flash Step going to get 1 as well. Nitro going to be your last man standing, and he's got to go up against Planks and Shazam here. And Shazam going to be able to finish that one off.
It seems kind of silly that the CTs played aggressive. They should have suspected that the terrorists were going to save. And maybe because they bought the AK or something, they played aggressive, or I'm not sure what they were thinking, but it seems that they definitely should have played passive on Banana, not the aggressive stance. But Area 51 will save. They did buy an AK last round, so looks like they'll full save. And Nitro, 24 frags over there for them. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's doing some serious work for his team right now. He just needs to pick up the pace here on the terrorist side, as he hasn't gotten a whole lot of frags just yet. As we do see a little harassment down there in the middle. It's nade's going to rain in from the alternate mid. And that's going to do a little bit of damage, actually 5 points of damage. So, and here comes the economy rush up middle. Flash Step and Shazam going to be shutting this one down. Hades going to be able to drop one, looking for more, and Shazam tucked back in Cubby, looking for support. He's not going to find it as Hades going to be able to drop him, but Floki on the flank patrol going to be able to drop Rush, and that's going to leave it all on Hades, who has picked up an AK-47 and is hightailing his ass towards B, and he's going to be able to get in there and get that bomb plant, which is crucial on this eco round. That's a successful eco across the board, no matter how you look at it. Even if he doesn't win this round, it's still solidifying that money situation for his team, and he is going to be able to try to defend this one here as he's taken over to the new box. We will be seeing whether or not he can hold this one down, but here we go as they are going to be working their way in right now. He is going to get taken down by Planks, but nevertheless, a successful eco round for Area 51.
Alright, at what point do you guys run the 3 CT banana? And do you run it very often, maybe like 2 or 3 times a match as CT? Or when do you guys determine when that's a good idea to run it? Just feeling, or?
Yeah, it normally just goes off like who we're playing against. If I feel like their strat caller is going to call 3B, I mean, we all do play each other enough where you can get these vibes and they normally pay off. You run with it, but there's no real science to it. It's just kind of like, if you feel like it's a good plan, just run with it. Hopefully they go towards banana and you shut them down.
I like it. And I just want to point something out real quick. Even though the terrorists are it's 3-1 on this half, if you look at the money situation, they're getting enough kills so that the CTs are hurting on money. So it's always a good thing.
Especially on that last round, albeit it was a 3 versus 1, but the bomb was planted and spanning through the smoke now. Shazam down to 15 points of health. But to reiterate what you were saying there, absolutely, they've been dropping 2 or 3 guns every single round and having to rebuy, you know, the old adage of Counter-Strike that 3 can drop 2, but 2 cannot drop 3, and putting them in that money situation as I take a look at the scoreboard on the stream. $100 for Shazam, $150 for Flash Step. Everybody else is over 2,100, but nevertheless, you know, the money is tight. And if they give up this round, they're going to have those 3 players that are around 4K. They might be able to buy or force in some fashion. But as we see them pushing towards the banana bomb site now, the rotation is going to be on. The bomb going to be working its way towards A, it looks like, as it is on the back of Disciple. As Steno is going to be the one man over there, and he has to take that rotate, and he has picked off 1, and that's going to pull even more rotators over as they walk their way up towards the A bomb site. But Plank's playing this smart. He's going to spot Hades in a second and call for his teammate to come back. Hey, they're at A. Let's crossfire this bad boy real fast and take him down. As Flash Step and Plank's pulling it back to an even 3-on-3. Plank's looking for one more, not going to find it. Nitro down to 19 points of health. Shazam still holding on with 15. And we do see the post-plant 3 versus 2. And Shazam looking for 1. He's going to get peeked by Nitro and taken out, and that's going to leave it all on Flash Step. He's the last man standing. He's going to be able to take down Disciple, and he's looking for the last 2. 28 points of health and 19 points of health. Nitro going to be going through the apartments. The other man is going to be up on mid. Peeking out now. They are going to double peek him. And 2 guns stronger than 1. And there it is. So 11-8 now is the score, or 12-8, pardon, Area 51 on top.
Yeah, Area 51, even though they didn't check pit and Planks and Flash Step got 2 kills on it, was it Shazam? Doesn't matter. But anyways, they're a good enough team, and they're smart enough to realize like we need to trade these kills. And even if it was a 4v2, they ended up 4v3 rather. They ended up picking out the guy in pit regardless, and ended up winning the round. Even though the pit guy could have done a little bit more damage, and possibly swing the round the other way.
Well, I think his intent was to stop the plant. He jumped out of pit with a P250 out and just rushed towards the site and ended up getting picked. Which was unfortunate because he might have actually been able to do more damage had he just played it patiently, waited for his teammates to rotate rather than trying to press that planter. But an all-out smart play from Area 51 with Steno being that bait lurker over there in B, provoking that rotate and allowing the 4 remaining members of his team to basically infiltrate that A bomb site completely unawares. A nice attempt from Flash Step and Planks to hold that site down. Unfortunately, it was too little too late, as we do see an eco round now for KG.
Getting a request, Mega Man, if you could just turn your mic up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Does it sound good now?
I don't know. Does it? Does it sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, cool. So, relatively uneventful anti-eco round coming out for this team, as we do see Steno end up getting dropped by Planks with the P250. He is going to be able to pick up that AK, and he's looking to save it. He's going to hightail it all the way to B, try to meet up with his teammate over there, who is Strebber, who does have the CZ75 auto pistol. And if I learned anything from Sevo TV, is that the CZ75 shoots 50 caliber slugs. Anybody care to confirm?
Oh yeah, he just confirmed it for you, buddy. Look at that.
Yep.
So
there you go.
Do you play this any differently now that you're up 13-8? Do you play as a T side a little bit differently, or do you just play it as if it's 8-8, or do you take lesser risks, more risks?
You just start being a little less risky by smoking off maybe like your own mid or your own top banana, because you want to just make sure you're not getting picked off early by the op, which is finally what Shazam picked up, which I've been waiting for. You don't want to give them any early stupid kills like that. You want to be able to go into your executes, and being up as many rounds as you are, CTs can't take as many risks when it comes to gambling for stuff, which they're probably going to go for it, but you could normally as a T just go into your execute with 2 or 3 people that have their full nades for an execute and just smack the site and have a lurker just roaming around for extra kills.
Alrighty, and we see a little bit of action early in this round. Is Shazam going to be down? What?
Turn down the mic a little bit. David's telling me this stuff, man. Don't get mad at me. But David's like, too loud.
What?
So it was good for me. I don't know. But
I haven't changed anything the entire day.
Someone said they just went deaf. The real princess is now deaf because of you.
Well, that's fine.
Poor girl.
Anyway, we do see Floki get dropped at the B bomb site, and the bomb still patiently waiting to work its way towards the bomb site here, as it is down in the Mexi pit right now, as we see Shazam with the AWP in hand. He's got a couple of teammates over there going to be holding, but look at this little bit of a fake here coming, and it is absolutely going to work, as they are highly confused right now on KG's part, and Area 51 is just pulling out all the stops, taking all the pages out of all of the playbooks right now, and just doing a sensational job, throwing these fakes at them, these lurks, and it's exactly like you said prior to this entire thing happening, was just Area 51 and their lurking skills and all of that is just absolutely sensational right now on this map.
I think Shazam isn't getting any of these entry picks that he should be getting. I know Arya, you just mentioned that he picked up an op, and that was something you were waiting to see, but it looks like Shazam's just not hitting the important shots. I mean, we all know usually he's on point. Okay, so now he gets a kill, but it seems like when he was middle peeking down, he missed that shot, and I don't know what's going on, but do you think KG's trying to, revolve around his op too much, or what's going on with him right now?
Yeah, I think they are really counting on those entry kills, and it doesn't help too much that Strebor, that's I know of, is a pretty solid rifler. Who's only getting 5 frags right now. I don't even remember when he got those frags, but he's not really making too much of an impact, which is a problem.
Pretty sure all of his frags came in the first half. I don't think he's gotten anything in the second half yet.
Yeah, so as soon as he decides to pick it up, that's when it's going to be the turnaround, if it happens anytime soon.
Nitro gets a kill through smoke.
And Nitro is playing absolutely sensationally right now, and that's just... when you got one player that's on like that, it's just so difficult to counter it. Disciple, the nice frag on the flow stick there, and the B-bomb site over top of Spools, as we see the infiltration coming, and the 5-7 being put to work by Strebber. So there you go, he finally got a kill on the CT side, and he is going to be able to pick up the second one. That is going to make it a 3 versus 3 now, as the bomb is down at the bottom of Banana. So we're going to see whether or not they can actually do anything with this momentum right now, as the bomb going to be working its way up towards mid now. They do have one member that's Flash Step with the Swag 7. They still have Shazam up there in the apartment halls that they don't realize that he's up there, and he's going to be able to peek out here in just a second and try to catch this bomb planter. Unfortunately, Nitro, being ever aware and able to,
He's just on point. Like, he just knows. Yeah. He's like, you know what? I'm not risking it. Guy might be apartments. Guy might be pit.
He's cheating.
I'm going to go plant. I want to go plant the site and play this safe. Really smart play. But, Arya, give me some info. What do you do as a CT? They're going to make a comeback. Highly doubt it, but we'll see.
Yeah, at this point, they're low on nades. They're low on more also. I mean, they really don't have much going for them. They just got to... for a second there, I thought they were going to do a 3B aggro setup, and I would have gone with that.